Research recently commissioned by GFT, along with our experience working with many of the largest banks in the world, has shown that it's common for banks to view compliance to evolving regulations as a box-ticking exercise, that it's a goal in itself and not a strategic investment. It's a bit of a fall-off between intention and results. Firms will often start off with the plan to build a strategic platform, but pressure imposed by regulatory deadlines often mean that they'll have to make do with implementing tactical workarounds. This creates a debt in both technical and organizational tasks, which can be very hard for banks of any size to reopen and address later on. This is likely the cause behind the perception of 53% of banks in both Canada and the US who see regulatory compliance actually hindering their ability to grow their business. Firms agree with the premise of a new normal environment of continuous and accelerating regulatory activity, but still, 67% of banks surveyed in Canada and the US believe that tactical workarounds are an acceptable means of getting the job done. Our experience working with many of the largest financial institutions in the world is that this approach has a negative effect on cost and flexibility and doesn't solve operational issues. This is where the thinking needs to change. There's an untapped opportunity to reframe the strategic investments, to take advantage of the data that's being aggregated for regulatory reporting to help drive organizational change and improvement. Fortunately, there are enormous benefits that financial institutions can realize by having one true golden source of data that spans organizational and business silos. Viewing regulation as an opportunity to drive strategic investment and business change allows firms to use this data to develop decision support and operational improvements across the whole bank. Quality sources of data enable banks to cut across business lines and get a clear enterprise-level view to bring effective analytics to collateral management, to risk, product profitability, or even to effectively analyze which markets or customer segments they want to pursue. New tools and techniques are allowing banks of all sizes to take advantage of the wealth of knowledge contained in this data. At GFT, we're ready to work with you to leverage our skills and experience in data management to assist you in the new normal and to turn regulatory investment into a source of competitive advantage.